Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum is currently following our forecast, and late yesterday price did drop further all the way down to around about 1820. We still expect one more low here, but that could be it. The next low could really be it for Ethereum. When we get there, and we should do, then it's all about waiting for a reliable signal to the upside. So I'm not telling you after the next low we will definitely rally to $2,500 and $3,000, but I will tell you that with every new low, the probabilities for a lasting low in this current wave 2 correction increase. I'm telling you that Ethereum typically likes to retrace to the golden ratio, maybe a tiny bit lower in a wave 2, and then typically reverses. And I'm telling you that in this yellow area somewhere, I expect a bullish reaction that could spark such a rally. But I cannot define for you that it will definitely be after the next low. I do expect at the moment, however, one more low, and then the wave count is technically complete. We will then have a very full ABC correction, which is always good. When the wave count is full, it doesn't mean the correction is finished, because you can always get extensions, but it means that the minimum expectations have been fulfilled. At the moment, minimum expectations in terms of the Fibonacci retracements have been fulfilled. We talked about that. Yeah, it has done enough in terms of, how much did price come down after this rally between June and the 14th of July. Yeah? So it has done enough in terms of the retracement. It hasn't really done quite enough in terms of the wave count. One more low would do this chart good, in my opinion, and then it needs to turn around and reverse and break above the descending trend line, break above the horizontal trend line here around 1930. And it could then go on in a third wave. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Just be aware that the condition for this setup to work out is that the $1,700 level is not broken. I don't want price to break and sustain below 1700. That would indicate that this assumption is not going to play out. At the moment, I don't have any evidence for that, but I just need to mention it, right? Because sometimes then you get comments like, okay, but you said it will. No, I'm saying that I expect a reaction here. Yeah, I'm not saying it will turn around. I'm saying I expect a reaction here. It's all probabilistic, and risk management is of course key. This is nothing else than a setup, which is always probabilistic. We've got a good reward to risk ratio here. Elliott Waves, Elliott Wave analysts and traders spend a lot of time waiting for good trade setups, like here, a so-called 1-2 setup, okay? These 1-2 setups are very profitable if they work out, because a third wave rally is typically the one that rallies most. It is typically the most aggressive rally, and the reward to risk ratio is typically fantastic in such a setup to take a trade in the third wave rally. However, it doesn't really tell you that there's a guarantee that it's going to work out, okay? It is a high quality setup in my opinion, and I don't expect price even to go down to 1700, even though it's more likely when we look at the Ethereum chart than the Bitcoin chart that it maxes out its support area. But just be aware, this is the area where price ideally turns around, then we get a rally. In the short term, I do expect at least one more low. I do expect further choppy price action though, as we've had it. So at the moment, if we look at this and we say, okay, a wave 1 topped here in July, the move down is a wave 2. The wave 2 is an ABC structure, A wave, B wave, C wave. In this C wave, we need one more low. So it could have already bottomed, as I said, but it would have to be a WXY structure. It looks fairly incomplete. So I would need extended confirmation that the trend has shifted back to the upside if we get a rally now. But it doesn't seem like we get a rally now, so it rather seems like it's just following our plan. The plan is that we get at least one more low here in a C wave of wave 5. Ideally into the region around 1780, yeah, maybe touching the trend line. We're getting very, very close now, okay? So it's going to be very, 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 very interesting. And I will keep my focus on that for you. If we get a break above the so first of all, I'd like to get that one more low. We've come very close already. A more extended B wave of wave 5 is of course possible, maybe touching the trend line again, and then ideally that should be it. Yeah, with the C wave down. And then we are waiting for a reaction to the upside. Yeah, and that would be a 5-wave move to the upside, followed by a 3-wave move down. That would be for us the first reliable signal that the trend is shifting to the upside. So if after the next low we do not get an impulse to the upside, but it will be a corrective, choppy three-wave move, then we have to expect that our alternative wave count is playing out. So basically you could then say, okay, this wave 2 here that we have completed in June never finished, okay? And then we had just an A wave down, a B wave up, and a C wave down. I don't expect it at the moment, okay? But just be aware that even if we can get a reaction here, and even if this support area can generate a profitable trade, if we don't rally impulsively, it might be very well worth to scale out again of positions and to wait for another dip. But I will give my best to keep you updated all the time. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.